Alright, so say like you were given a couple of similar figures and you need to find out, I don't know, a missing side or a missing angle or something. Here's how you can do that. So, first of all, just to, put your fears at ease, that the problem will have to tell you that the two figures are similar. And that this is what that means. A is similar to B, so this rectangle A is similar to B. If they don't tell you that and there's missing info, there's no really there's no real way to figure out whether they're similar figures or not. So they will tell you they're similar figures, but they won't tell you, some of this missing info. And so you'll use the fact that they are similar figures to find out what the missing info is. So a similar figure, two similar figures have proportional corresponding sides and congruent corresponding angles. So what that means is, if you take corresponding sides, so for example, this side corresponds to this side on these rectangles. Because if you were to overlap them and line them up, this side is in the same position as this side, or they're the um, they're the sides that belong to each other, if you want to look at it like that. So the ratio of this side to this side, let's say, has to be equivalent to the ratio of this corresponding side to this corresponding side, because that's what makes them similar. So I'm going to just put 2 over question mark. Okay. So once you have that proportion set up, there's a couple different ways you can solve it. You can just eyeball it. So 10 over 5 is the same as 2 over 1. If it's hard to just eyeball it, which is fine, you can reduce this fraction so that this top looks like this top. So for example, if I were to divide both these by 5, sorry, that's backwards. All right, 10 divided by 5. I was just trying to put it up there because there's space, but that would be extremely misleading. Okay, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I'm just going to rewrite this thing here. 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So now this top looks like that top. So now my thing looks like 2 over 1 equals 2 over question mark. And oh, well, it's just 1. Okay. So that's kind of a longer version of just eyeballing it. You could also cross multiply, and I don't know if you've done that before, but if we have 10 over 5 equals 2 over, instead of question mark, let's just say x, an unknown number. Just cross multiply and say 10x equals 10. At this point, you could say 10 times what is equal to 10? Well, 10 times 1 is equal to 10, so x equals 1. You could also divide this by 10. Divide both sides by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So set up the proportion, because the corresponding sides, the ratios of the corresponding sides have to be proportional. They have to be equivalent. They have to have the same meaning or the same value. And then solve the proportion. So we figured out that this has to be 1. So the ratio of 10 to 5 is the same as the ratio of 10 to 1, or 2 to 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 divided by 1 is 2. So that checks out. All right, let's check out this triangle. First of all, what if I were to ask you what this angle is? Well, similar figures have congruent corresponding angles. Their corresponding angles are the same. So all you have to do is figure out what's the corresponding angle to this one. And if it's difficult, so you can just, one way to do it is just rotate it mentally in your head. Another way to do it is to rotate it on your computer, or to cut it off of your piece of paper and rotate it if you have to. That's the kind of stuff I have to do, because I'm not very good at those mental tr transformations. But so I just rotated this figure, made a copy of it so I don't have to mess around with this. So we know that this angle corresponds to this angle, or you know, to rotate it back. So this angle corresponds to this angle. So let's get rid of that guy. So this angle will be 37 degrees. It has to be, if these are similar, which is what this is claiming, then this angle has to be congruent with this angle, meaning it has the same value. So this is 37 degrees. All right, so that was pretty easy. How about finding the missing sides? So the only side we're given is this 3. So this is its corresponding side. So the ratio of this side to its corresponding side, 6:3, has to be equivalent to the ratio of this side here to its corresponding side. So this side corresponds to this side. So 8 over question mark, or let's just say x. Okay, so 6/3. So we could reduce that to 2, or 2/1. Maybe that'd make it easier to look at. Equals 8 over x. What would make this true? Oh, we could do the cross multiplication. 2x is equal to 1 times 8 is 8. And then what times 2 is equal to 8? Well, 4. And if that's hard to see, you can just divide both sides by 2. X equals 4. So we know this side is 4. Let's find this side. So this side corresponds to this side. So the ratio of this side to that is has to be equivalent to the ratio of this side to its corresponding side and this side to its corresponding side. So we now know x is 4. So 6/3 is equal to 8/4 is equal to 10 over question mark. I don't know. I know we did x before. Let's just do question mark. And actually, let's just move it over here. Let's do. So you only need one proportion here. 8/4 is equal to 10 over question mark. Well, let's just cross multiply. So 8 times question mark is equal to 4 times 10, which is 40. So what times 8 is equal to 40? That's 5. Question mark equals 5. And you could just, divide to get question mark by itself, divide by 8, divide the other side by 8. 40 divided by 8 is 5. So this is 5. So our missing sides are 4 and 5.